Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most compelling rivalries shaping the 21st century, India versus China, the battle for Asia's leadership. Both nations are ancient civilizations with rich histories, but today their ambitions and trajectories are setting the tone for the entire continent. As we explore their economic growth, military power, technological advances, and diplomatic strategies, we'll uncover what truly drives this competition. Let's begin by understanding why this rivalry matters not just for Asia, but for the world at large. Grasp the depth of the India-China rivalry, we need to look back at their histories. Both countries have ancient civilizations that have contributed immensely to human progress. However, their modern paths diverge after colonialism and revolution. India gained independence from British rule in 1947, while China underwent a communist revolution in 1949. These foundational moments shaped their political systems, national identities, and aspirations. Understanding these roots helps explain the motivations behind their current ambitions and the pride each nation carries. Today, both India and China are economic powerhouses. China's rapid industrialization has made it the world's second-largest economy, while India's service-driven growth has propelled it into the top five. Their economic models differ. China relies heavily on manufacturing and exports, whereas India's strengths lie in information technology and services. This economic competition is not just about numbers, it's about influence, jobs, and the ability to shape global markets. The world watches closely as both nations continue to expand their economic reach. India and China are the world's two most populous countries, each with over a billion people. This demographic strength is both an asset and a challenge. For China, an aging population poses concerns for future growth, while India's youthful workforce offers potential for decades of economic dynamism. However, both nations face issues like urbanization, resource management, and providing quality education and healthcare to their massive population. How they harness this human capital will play a crucial role in determining Asia's future leader. Both India and China have invested heavily in modernizing their militaries. China boasts the world's largest standing army and has rapidly expanded its naval and air capabilities. India too maintains a formidable military with a focus on modernization and strategic partnerships. Border tensions, especially in the Himalayas, have occasionally flared into conflict, underscoring the importance of military strength in this rivalry. The balance of power in Asia often hinges on the military postures of these two giants. Technology is a key battleground in the India-China rivalry. China has made significant advances in artificial intelligence, 5G, and manufacturing automation. India, meanwhile, is a global leader in software development and digital services. Both countries are investing in startups, innovation hubs, and research institutions. The outcome of this technological race will influence not only their own futures but also the global tech landscape, as each seeks to set standards and lead in critical industries. Diplomacy is another arena where India and China compete for influence. China's Belt and Road Initiative has expanded its reach across Asia and beyond, building infrastructure and forging alliances. India counters with its own regional partnerships, such as the Quad Alliance with the US, Japan, and Australia. Both nations use diplomacy to secure resources, markets, and strategic advantages. Their diplomatic maneuvers shape regional stability and the balance of power in Asia. Beyond hard power, both India and China wield soft power to shape perceptions and win hearts. China invests in Confucius institutes, media, and cultural exchanges, while India leverages Bollywood yoga and its democratic values. These efforts aim to build a positive image and foster goodwill globally. Soft power is a subtle yet potent tool in the battle for leadership, influencing how other nations view and align with these Asian giants. India-China border is one of the world's most contentious. Disputes over territories like Aksai Chin and Arunachal Pradesh have led to military standoffs and diplomatic tensions. These disputes are rooted in colonial boundaries and differing interpretations of maps. Periodic clashes remind the world of the fragile peace and the potential for escalation. Resolving these issues remains a major challenge for both nations and a critical factor in their rivalry. Trade between India and China has grown significantly, but it's also a source of friction. China is India's largest trading partner, but the trade balance heavily favors China. India has raised concerns about market access and unfair practices, leading to calls for self-reliance and import restrictions. Meanwhile, both countries seek to diversify their trade partners and reduce dependence on each other. Trade relations are a complex mix of cooperation and competition. Infrastructure development is central to both countries' growth strategies. China's high-speed rail, megacities, and massive construction projects are world-renowned. India is catching up with ambitious plans for smart cities, highways, and digital infrastructure. These projects not only boost economic growth but also enhance connectivity and regional influence. The race to build better infrastructure is a key front in the battle for Asia's leadership. Education is a powerful driver of national progress. China has invested heavily in STEM education and research, producing millions of graduates each year. India, with its renowned institutes like the IIEs, is a global hub for engineering and technology talent. Both countries face challenges in expanding access and improving quality, but their focus on education is shaping the next generation of innovators and leaders. The battle for brains is as important as the battle for resources. Competition extends beyond Earth, as both India and China pursue ambitious space programs. China has landed rovers on the Moon and Mars, while India's Mars orbiter mission made headlines for its cost-effectiveness. These achievements showcase technological prowess and inspire national pride. The space race is not just about exploration, it's about satellite technology, defense, and global prestige. Both nations aim to be leaders in the final frontier. Rapid development has brought environmental challenges for both India and China. Air and water pollution, deforestation, and climate change are pressing concerns. China has made strides in renewable energy and electric vehicles, while India is investing in solar power and conservation. Both nations face the delicate balance of sustaining growth while protecting the environment. Their choices will have far-reaching impacts on Asia's future and the global climate. Healthcare is a critical area where both countries strive to improve. China's centralized system enables rapid mobilization, as seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. India's vast and diverse population presents unique challenges, but its pharmaceutical industry is a global leader. Both nations are investing in healthcare infrastructure, digital health, and disease prevention. The effectiveness of their healthcare systems will influence not only their own populations, but also their global standing. Securing reliable energy sources is vital for both India and China. China leads in renewable energy investments but remains heavily dependent on coal and oil imports. India is diversifying its energy mix, focusing on solar, wind, and nuclear power. Both nations are seeking to reduce dependence on foreign energy and ensure long-term sustainability. Energy security is a strategic priority that affects economic growth and geopolitical leverage. Urbanization is reshaping both societies. China's rapid urban growth has created sprawling megacities, while India's urbanization is accelerating with new smart cities and infrastructure projects. Urbanization brings opportunities for economic development but also challenges like congestion, pollution, and housing shortages. How India and China manage urban growth will determine the quality of life for millions and their ability to sustain economic momentum. Digital revolution is transforming both India and China. China's e-commerce giants like Alibaba and Tencent dominate online markets, while India's digital payment systems and startups are booming. Both countries are investing in 5G, artificial intelligence, and digital infrastructure. The competition to lead the digital economy is fierce, with implications for innovation, job creation, and global influence. Culture is a powerful tool in shaping perceptions and building influence. China promotes its language and traditions through Confucius Institutes and global media, while India's Bollywood films, cuisine, and festivals captivate audiences worldwide. Both nations use cultural diplomacy to strengthen ties and project soft power. The battle for cultural influence is subtle but significant in the broader contest for leadership. Both India and China are building regional alliances to expand their influence. China's partnership spans Central Asia, Africa, and the Pacific, while India focuses on South Asia and the Indo-Pacific. These alliances are shaped by economic interests, security concerns, and shared values. The competition for allies is a key aspect of the battle for regional leadership and stability. Advancements in defense technology are crucial for both nations. China has developed advanced missile systems, stealth fighters, and cyber capabilities. India is investing in indigenous defense production and modernizing its armed forces. Both countries are also expanding their space-based defense assets. The race for superior defense technology adds another layer to their strategic rivalry. Media plays a significant role in shaping public opinion and national narratives. Chinese state media promotes the country's achievements and global vision, while Indian media highlights democratic values and economic progress. Both nations use media to influence domestic and international audiences, often framing the rivalry in terms of national pride and destiny. The battle of narratives is as fierce as any other aspect of their competition. Innovation is at the heart of the India-China rivalry. China's tech hubs like Shenzhen and Beijing foster startups and global tech giants. India's Bengaluru and Hyderabad are renowned for software and IT innovation. Both countries are nurturing ecosystems that encourage entrepreneurship, investment, and research. The ability to innovate will determine who leads in the industries of the future. Public opinion in both countries is shaped by history, media, and national identity. National pride runs deep, and perceptions of the other country are often colored by past conflicts and current competition. Governments use public sentiment to bolster support for their policies and strategies. Understanding how ordinary citizens view the rivalry provides insight into the social dynamics that drive national ambition. Both India and China have undertaken significant economic reforms to boost growth. China's market reforms in the late 20th century unleashed unprecedented growth, while India's liberalization in the 1990s opened up its economy to the world. Ongoing reforms in both countries aim to attract investment, improve efficiency, and foster innovation. The success of these reforms will shape their economic trajectories and global competitiveness. Rural development remains a priority for both nations. China has lifted hundreds of millions out of poverty through targeted policies and rural modernization. India is focusing on improving rural infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Bridging the urban-rural divide is essential for inclusive growth and social stability. The effectiveness of rural development strategies will impact long-term national progress. Access to natural resources is a critical aspect of the rivalry. Both countries compete for energy, minerals, and water, often looking beyond their borders to secure supplies. China's investments in Africa and Latin America reflect its resource strategy, while India seeks partnerships in the Middle East and Central Asia. Resource competition shapes foreign policy and economic security for both nations. Demographics are shifting in both countries. China's population is aging, raising concerns about future labor shortages and economic growth. India's population is younger, offering a potential demographic dividend if jobs and opportunities are created. Both nations must address challenges like gender imbalance, migration, and social welfare to harness their demographic potential. Legal systems of India and China reflect their political structures. China's legal system is closely tied to the Communist Party, emphasizing stability and control. India's legal system is based on common law and democratic principles, with an independent judiciary. These differences influence business environments, human rights, and governance. The rule of law is a key factor in attracting investment and fostering innovation. Social media is a powerful force in shaping opinions and mobilizing people. China's platforms like WeChat and Weibo are tightly regulated, while India's social media landscape is more open and diverse. Both governments use social media for public outreach and to shape narratives. The influence of social media extends to politics, business, and international relations, making it a key battleground in the rivalry. Human rights are a contentious issue in the India-China rivalry. China faces international criticism for its policies in Xinjiang and Tibet, while India grapples with challenges related to religious freedom and minority rights. Both nations defend their records and reject external interference. Human rights issues impact their global image and diplomatic relations, adding complexity to their competition. Tourism is an important sector for both economies. China attracts millions of visitors to its historical sites and modern cities, while India's rich cultural heritage and natural beauty draw tourists from around the world. Both countries are investing in tourism infrastructure and promotion. Tourism fosters people-to-people ties and boosts economic growth, contributing to their soft power. Sports are another arena where India and China compete for prestige. China excels in the Olympics, dominating in sports like table tennis and gymnastics. India is making strides in cricket, badminton, and athletics. Sporting success boosts national pride and international recognition. Both countries are investing in sports infrastructure and talent development, aiming to enhance their global standing. Women's empowerment is gaining momentum in both countries. China has made progress in education and workforce participation, though challenges remain in leadership roles. India is seeing a rise in women entrepreneurs and leaders, but social barriers persist. Empowering women is essential for economic growth and social development. Both nations are working to close gender gaps and promote equality. Youth of India and China are shaping the future. Young people in both countries are ambitious, tech-savvy, and eager to make their mark. They drive innovation, entrepreneurship, and social change. Governments are investing in education, skills, and opportunities for youth. The aspirations and achievements of the next generation will play a decisive role in the battle for Asia's leadership. Entrepreneurship is booming in both India and China. China's tech giants like Alibaba and Huawei started as startups, while India's unicorns like Flipkart and Ola are making waves globally. Both countries foster vibrant startup ecosystems with government support, investment, and talent. Entrepreneurship drives economic growth, job creation, and innovation, fueling the rivalry for leadership. Innovation in healthcare is transforming lives in both countries. China is advancing in biotech, telemedicine, and medical devices, while India is a leader in affordable pharmaceuticals and digital health. Both nations are investing in research and development to address public health challenges. Healthcare innovation not only improves quality of life but also enhances global competitiveness. Both India and China are key players in the fight against climate change. China leads in renewable energy production, while India is expanding solar and wind power. Both countries participate in global climate agreements and set ambitious targets for emissions reduction. Their leadership in climate action will shape the future of Asia and the world. Ensuring food security is a top priority for both nations. China has modernized its agriculture and invested in food technology, while India is focusing on improving productivity and supply chains. Both countries face challenges like land scarcity, water shortages, and climate change. Achieving food security is essential for stability and growth, making it a key front in their rivalry. Efficient transport networks are vital for economic growth. China's high-speed rail and logistics infrastructure are world-class, while India is expanding highways, ports, and metro systems. Both countries are investing in smart transport solutions and connectivity. Transport networks facilitate trade, mobility, and regional integration, strengthening their positions as Asian leaders. Robust financial systems underpin economic power. China's banking sector is state-driven and supports large-scale investment, while India's financial system is more market-oriented and diverse. Both countries are developing fintech solutions and digital banking. The strength and stability of their financial systems will influence their ability to sustain growth and weather global shocks. Public health remains a major challenge. China's rapid urbanization has led to lifestyle diseases and pollution-related health issues. India faces challenges like malnutrition, infectious diseases, and healthcare access. Both countries are investing in public health campaigns, vaccination drives, and preventive care. Addressing public health is crucial for social stability and economic productivity. Government policies play a key role in fostering innovation. China's top-down approach directs resources to strategic sectors, while India encourages private sector participation and entrepreneurship. Both countries offer incentives for research, development, and technology adoption. Effective innovation policies will determine who leads in the industries of tomorrow. Leadership styles in India and China reflect their political systems. China's centralized leadership enables rapid decision-making and large-scale projects, while India's democratic system emphasizes consensus and debate. These styles influence policy implementation, crisis management, and international relations. The effectiveness of leadership will shape each country's ability to navigate challenges and seize opportunity. As we look to the future, the India-China rivalry will continue to shape Asia's destiny. Both nations have unique strengths and face significant challenges. Their competition spans economics, technology, military, culture, and diplomacy. The outcome will depend on how they manage their differences, harness their potential, and contribute to regional and global stability. The battle for Asia's leadership is far from over, and the world will be watching closely.